You know what we got to do in January? Seeing what Mo and Katie were talking about on his podcast the other day. You know what we got to do in January, bring back, is we bring a jeweler in studio. And you bring your jewelry in here that you got from somebody, and they tell you if it's real or not.
I like that.
We've done this before.
Yeah.
That was BK.
Stunning results. Stunning results. So let's get that one on the schedule for January. But is it okay, right? This is what you're talking about in the moment?
Yeah.
To give fake jewelry as a present?
Fake jewelry, which then led to pretty much fake anything. And so, yes, this started with a debate with Katie and I on the podcast, because I don't personally believe that you should give a fake gift. In my mindset, if it's fake, then you should just get something else. Katie doesn't see anything wrong with it. Now, at first it was innocent until I got a lot of messages from a lot of listeners basically saying that they were going to get either fake jewelry, which is now evolved into fake Jordans and all of this other fake stuff for their significant other and their friends for Christmas. So I think Katie's about to ruin Christmas for a lot of people, and I'm trying to save it.
Okay, so it started with fake jewelry, and it's evolved into a question about knock off anything?
Anything.
Okay.
Sneakers, clothes, anything.
And the person receiving said gift has no idea it's a knockoff or that it's fake.
Not a clue.
So they are in... That's not right.
Unless you were really schooled in that particular thing. Like for you, if somebody gave you Jordans, Mo, because you're a sneakerhead, you would probably know in about 15, 20 seconds if it was the real thing or not.
They got a little better.
Yeah?
I'm going to be honest. They are better now to where it's tough to tell immediately, but if about a week or so of wearing them, you'll know.
Now, you remember when I first started, we had a jeweler come in with the real piece of jewelry and a fake piece of jewelry, and I had to figure out which one was real and fake.
Yeah.
I crushed it.
Yeah.
I crushed it. I may not have really good taste, and you see me on these Facebook videos like, damn, she's busted, but I know my real from fake jewelry.
So you say go for it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to ruin relationships or friendships or anything like that. I'm trying to help you save money, okay? And it starts with, like, Jordans. Some Jordans are overpriced, way too pricey, you know? However, there's a site, and I know a guy, where you can find it, and it looks just about as close to the real thing. So say you have a little brother who wants some Jordans, right? He's going to grow out of them. So who's going to pay $300 for a pair of Jordans when you can get the knockoffs, and he's not even going to know the difference? And then I have a friend, and one year she did want an anklet that had her initial on it, and I went and bought her one. Did I go to a jewelry store for it? No, I went to Amazon.
Okay.
Does she know? No. I just told her, don't get in the shower with it, and we good. So she loves it to this day. It's been like 2 years. What's wrong with, getting something a little cheaper?
Now, is it assumed that when you get somebody jewelry like that it's the real deal? Because I'm assuming in some cases, it doesn't even matter.
I don't know if it's assumed, but now my friend should know. With me, it's not.
It's assumed for me. If I get, it depends on who it's from. Like if it's from a friend, like a real friend or a significant other, a high tier friend or a significant other, I'm assuming that this is real.
Right.
If I go on vacation, I'm assuming I can still get in the pool with my jewelry on. And that's usually when you find out.
Real quick.
That's when you'll learn a valuable lesson. So, I mean, or at least if you do get them something fake, should you have to tell them?
I think, for me personally, I just think I would get a different gift.
I don't think you have to tell them, but there needs to be some kind of tag on it, like that this is cubic zirconium, not an actual diamond. Like there needs to be some kind of identifier on the package, on the box, on whatever. Like on the Air Jordan box, it needs to have Fair Jordans, not Air Jordans.
Yeah, you don't want to be surprised either. Like if you get some Jordans, right, and you're feeling all good about yourself because your boy gave them to you, and you're walking down the street, and then some clown comes up to you and is like, what are those? And you're like, what do you mean? And then the dude is right, that they're fake. You don't want to find out that way.
And then you see all of these TikToks from the teachers, like that did the fake jewelry thing that you were talking about, where there was a guy who was testing teachers' jewelry, and then they had no idea that their husband got them an engagement ring that's fake. And they finding out in the classroom on TikTok in front of their students. You can't do that to people.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's assumed that it's got to be real. Then they're going to be real disappointed when they find out it's not.
If you really love the person, and like deep down in your heart, get the real thing.
Oh, so you don't love your friend?
If you're on the fence, well, nah, she gets other stuff. If you on the fence about someone, I say go fake. It's about how much you care about the person.
Go fake. All right.
Go fake until the love is real.
Is that have your endorsement?
Sure.
I mean, from the woman that's busted but can still pick out real jewelry.
Yes, and I am in the IDGAF portion of the holiday season.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Speaking of gifts, real quick, I heard last night a great trick you can play on like a 3 or a 4-year-old if you're a parent right now, right? And you've got a kid that hasn't been behaving around Christmas. So this dad that I'm having dinner with wraps up empty presents, right? There's nothing in the box. This 3-year-old's not going to know anything, right? The 3-year-old gets out of hand, right? He says, you keep doing that. I'm throwing one of your gifts in the fire. Kid keeps getting out of hand. Dad takes what is an empty box. Kid doesn't know. Throws it right in the fire.
What if he gets so mad and forgets which one's empty and which one actually has a gift and throws a real gift in the fire?
You're going to find out real quick. Real quick.
Have you seen the other prank parents are pulling on their kids? And I was laughing, but then, I don't know, once you become a parent, you're like, I don't know if these are funny anymore. But they're having the Grinch come to the house and steal gifts from underneath the tree in front of the kids because they told the kids, if you don't start behaving, the Grinch is going to come and start stealing gifts. And this one little boy, he and his little brother is just sobbing, like screaming, crying.
Yep.
And big brother comes in and starts punching the Grinch.
Oh, God.
Yes.
He was fighting for his life.
Yes, he was. He was defending the tree and the family's honor and trying, going after the Grinch. But then Dad comes in and pulls him away, and the Grinch ends up taking 2 gifts. And I was like, oh, but homeboy was protecting the tree. Like, that's not fair.
He should have got rewarded for protecting the tree and his family.
Yeah, giggle at it now. Just keep in mind this is going to end up in therapy in 15 years. That you're going to be in a therapist's office with your kid, okay?
Easily.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched? Well, you can get way more of The Bert Show on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.